There are two faces to Slab City. The first face is what you're more familiar with, likely, and what the tourists see and what's written about in the media, and that is Salvation Mountain, East Jesus, and the music range. The other face that actually controls Slab City and comes alive each night and sometimes bumps around during the daytime. The other face of Slab City is the underworld. There are three primary facets. One is the biggest recycling operation in the country, which is scrapping the range for brass. For many years, brass scrapping was the primary source of income for Slab City. The second is methamphetamine. This is a sort of methamphetamine capital of Southern California. Slab City has a tradition with drugs back to the Hells Angels that has gone from marijuana through the cocaine era and now into the meth era. And I could tell you stories about refrigerator loads of methamphetamine, hundreds of pounds being dropped off, and border stories and so forth, but that's not for this video. The third aspect is running illegals. We're on a pipeline from Mexico up to Mecca near India, a Pollo pipeline. Pollo is a Mexican word that is commonly used down there for the illegal aliens. For every illegal alien you read about that the Border Patrol publishes, 10, perhaps 20 get away. Let me divert for a minute. I know illegal aliens probably better than illegal aliens. Better definitely than the Border Patrol. I've hopped freight trains on Bestia. Bestia is a famous freight train that you find all over the internet. A movie has been made. Sonia has written Pulitzer Prize winning Enrique's Journey. Bestia is a freight train that runs from the Mexican southern border at Guatemala up to the US border in California, Arizona, and Texas, and then they cross by foot into the promised land, USA. I've boarded at the Guatemala border and ridden segments of it about 8 times with thousands of illegals, mostly from Central America, predominantly from Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, and of course there's a few Mexicans en route. It's portrayed as a very dangerous journey, and it is because en route, and I've seen it with guns and poker sticks, the Central Americans are illegal aliens within the country of Mexico. Therefore, they're chastised and pursued and extorted, just like the Mexican illegals are here in the U.S. So in Mexico, I'm on a freight train, on top of a freight train, a half-mile train with hundreds of Central Americans. And it's a moving town, day after day, rumbling along the rail, branches brushing the top, through quasi-jungles, through little towns with umbrellas made of branches, card games going on, little shops aboard the freight train with hundreds of people, families, but primarily the riders are 20 to 30-year-old Central Americans. The way it works is they make their way on La Bestia, which takes a full month of travel from the Guatemala border across Mexico to the California-US border. It takes 1 month of riding that dangerous freight train. Then they cross into US and they make good money. Instead of making $1 an hour at sparse jobs in Central America. Now they're making $15, $16 an hour.